Alex wants to speak to us from Edinburgh. Tell us what you think, Alex.
Hi there. During the referendum, I was a Leaver. I'm a former member of UKIP, and during the referendum, I did a campaign event that Nigel Farage attended. So, from my own personal view, I've gone a long way from being a Leaver to a Remainer now. Basically, Nigel will never be part of UKIP again, just because it is a totally dysfunctional organisation. When I was a member of it, a good 70% of time was spent dealing with infighting. And even at UKIP's sort of peak, there were attempts inside to remove Farage.
What was the infighting about, Alex?
It's basically people wanting power within the party, and it was split into two camps. There was the Nigel Farage group, and everyone who believed that Nigel Farage was God, and then there was the Douglas Carswell group, and people who wanted to install Douglas as leader of the party, basically.
So there were people inside UKIP that didn't think Nigel was hard enough in his Brexit stance, or because it doesn't strike me as...
It remains a mystery to me why they didn't want him as leader, but I think it was predominantly for their own personal gain and wanting to influence things. UKIP is doomed from the start because of the way it's set up and its constitution. It's incredibly backwards. No one has any real level of authority or autonomy to actually make decisions. So everyone sort of fumbles along.
Right.
And I think eventually Nigel realised it's ungovernable, and it caused him an immense amount of stress and headache. And it's just convenient now that you've got these people going even more to the right. I mean, anyone with a brain would not attach themselves to UKIP at this moment in time, just because the money's gone and anyone with any level of political skill has long gone.
And when you left, I mean, one thing is leaving UKIP because of this stuff, but then why, as somebody who used to be a Brexiter, did you leave and not join the Brexit Party but became a Remainer? What's going on in your mind?
I realised that I was totally wrong in every conceivable way, and there's not much in my life that I can say that I regret. But I do actually quite regret my involvement with the Leave campaign in the last referendum. There is no argument for leaving the European Union at this moment in time. Or I think forever, actually. I think our place is being part of the EU. Part of that as well is our Westminster government, and the system that goes with that is totally dysfunctional and is not fit for the 21st century.
Yeah, that needs reform. That's where I can agree with the Brexit Party's views, like at least Nigel Farage's views, where he also endorses reform of the electoral system in the House of Lords. It's something Lib Dems have been arguing for a long time, as have other progressive parties. But Alex, tell me this. So you changed your mind. You were a Brexiter. You're saying that you were wrong in every conceivable way. Did that happen by somebody speaking to you? Did it happen by you reading on your own? Or because often we hear that this Brexit Remain debate isn't about arguments, it's about feelings. Did your feelings change? I mean, talk us through that process.
It's a combination of reading, listening to others, but also just sitting back and, I'd say, opening my mind a bit more. My fiancée is Swedish, so that probably helped a bit.
And she wasn't when you were in UKIP?
No.
Right, she wasn't. That wasn't your. Not that she wasn't Swedish, but that wasn't. That wasn't your girlfriend when you were in UKIP.
No. But I think it just clicked one day how wrong I'd been, and sort of when you're in the middle of a campaign, you see the opposite side as being wrong, and you're less inclined to listen to their arguments. But also any Leave arguments that would have been legitimate during the last referendum are no longer legitimate because we now know more than we did.
So what do you say to Brexiters who say, we voted, we won, stop remoaning?
So many Brexiteers I have come across have changed their mind. If Brexiteers still believing it, they should be willing for another vote to take place, because if they genuinely believe their arguments as strong as they are, they should have zero fear. And another referendum would put the issue to bed forever, especially if Leave won. Again, if Leave won again, that would be it. The issue would be resolved definitely for 1 or 2 generations.
What if Remain won again and Brexiters say, well, you know what, you guys won, that's 1-1.
About something a bit more, generally Brexiteers are dying off. The way the government has handled Brexit has been totally catastrophic. I think for the majority of people it would be an immense sigh of relief, and only extreme Brexiteers on the fringes would complain. It's worth remembering that when Nigel organised his little walk from Yorkshire, what was it, 80 people showed up and about 1 million attended a march for Remain in London.
Yeah. Except for voter intention, Alex, when it comes to these upcoming EU elections, the hard Remain vote is still neck and neck with a hard Brexit vote. But that may well be for other reasons, including the strength of feeling among Brexiters that they're being betrayed rather than anything else. Because I imagine that if you were to gauge public opinion nationally just on the Brexit versus hard Remain camp, that we may well see slightly different results of that. But nevertheless, that's a debate for another day. We've got to move on. Thank you, Alex.